Welcome to Final Third TV. This is your Saturday morning edition of Final Third TV. We're alternative to Fletch Sav, of course, as always, and forever will be. Rob Palmer, Conor Kelly.
Hello.
This week we're going to discuss. It's actually funny that we're replacing Fletch Sav because it's essentially what we're talking about. It's our own pub fan moments. Pub fan being someone who says things that might sound right, or they're just copying the general consensus. I think everybody has pub fan moments. Some a lot more than others.
Some people are just pub
Some
fan.
have exclusively pub fan moments. The type of person that copies something they've heard off Match of the Day and uses it as fact. The type of people who don't live in Hals United, for example, because Paul Scholes said so. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, so who wants to venture the first
I'll go
pub
one.
opinion that they've had?
I'll go when it was when myself and a few of the mates were in the local, or actually around the corner, and it was a Champions League semi-final when Chelsea played Barca at the new camp, and Torres broke free, and rounded Valdez and popped it in. I had a bet on, so this is like the ultimate pub in a pub, pint in hand of cider. And,
The app open on the other, was it?
Yeah, it was like no, I actually made like a bet and slip thing because I don't bet that much. I'm not into gambling. Or
Yeah,
like that.
no, same.
But I went in.
Right out the window.
And for some reason, I threw 15 quid down for Torres to score any time, and it was at I think because he didn't score ever.
Yeah,
Chelsea
you
would
get
be
good
known.
odds on that.
And it was I think it was 12-1. So yeah, I got a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
And I remember when I'm watching football, I don't really sort of get mad. Like if someone goes in, I go yeah, I have a little sort of moment to myself. But I remember when I was in the pub and Torres went and scored, I literally jumped up off the seat and screamed my head off for number one, a club I hate in Chelsea.
Yeah.
Player admittedly who I love, but yeah, it was bizarre. And then I was getting stick for the rest of the night off random people when I went to get a pint.
Really?
Oh, a Chelsea fan, Glory Hunter. Yeah, sports at Hampton. What were you doing cheering then? Oh, I want to bet. Oh, okay, fair enough. And it was I've never felt more uncomfortable in my life because it's a territory that I'm not very comfortable with.
Yeah.
It was just yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. Very capitalist of me, actually.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, it was fun.
Same people calling you Glory Hunters are probably Man United fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're just into it because of the great history of the club.
Yeah, great history of the club that only started in 1992 when football began. You know.
Their relations with local fans and stuff. It's nothing to do with the trophies. That's just that's immaterial. That comes with the territory, really.
They follow from the days of Matt Busby and Georgie Best.
It's not as if there was ever a time where United weren't the
In fact,
the
they've all got Duncan Edwards posters on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They support the character of the club, not the success.
No, definitely not.
That's why they all bought those green and gold scarves. Anti-guys, because they believe in the history of the club.
That's what you support. We know. See here at the Final Third, we know.
It's funny how those green and gold scarves are
Yeah.
still noticeable at Old Trafford. Yeah.
Yet they won't go support FC United Manchester.
Because green and gold is just such an evocative combination. I mean,
It was on my shirt though. I did like it.
Yeah, it was.
Back in the 90s. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I had time for it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
Good
Norwich.
sticker for the old
No,
sticker.
not my favourite. Not good.
Glory Hunter. Anyway,
Southampton fan.
pub opinion, Connor.
Well, is this a moment I have?
Yeah,
lost
I
my-
suppose you can go and
I've
go on,
seen-
throw someone else onto the fire.
Yeah, because I have two moments that illustrate the pub fan. Yes,
Pub fan.
one of myself, and then one.
I thought you were going to say faux pas for some reason. Football supporting faux pas. It's like this is not the fucking
Nah,
like
it's not the
English
platform.
literature. Like.
No, one is myself, and then one is somebody I've never met. I've never met before, and I haven't talked to since.
Okay.
It was just a observation, like.
So
So
one night stand.
I wish.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah,
4-4-2. The 4-4-1 was invented by Fergie. What the fuck are you talking about?
This one.
Oh,
there.
nightclub.
it's sort of this is kind of related to that, so I'll come back to that.
Oh.
My moment was now admittedly I was only young. I was only about so what age would I have been? I would have been 11 or 10. Yeah, 2002, so I would have been just gone 11.
But you want to be drinking.
Yeah, I know I was absolutely schooled. No, it was we were in a bar. We were in a bar in Spain for the Ireland-Spain game in the World Cup.
Yeah.
In I think the second round when we lost to them on penalties. But we'd been losing for the whole game, and we get a penalty at the last minute when Niall Quinn backed into Hierro, and Hierro literally took the shirt off his back. So we got a penalty, and Ian Hart had missed one earlier in the game, but Robbie Keane buried it, and Like, yeah, I couldn't find my dad. So I was standing beside like two random people I'd never met before. Robbie Keane scores, and this like, I'd say he was a man in his 40s, just like grabs me, lifts me up in the air, over his shoulder, like, and I just started hugging him because I didn't know who he was, but it was just the jubilation of that moment. I just completely lost it.
Yeah.
I was standing beside this guy. I was like, I've never talked to him before. I've never talked to him since, from what I gather. It's just this weird like moment of euphoria that you just like hug someone randomly you've never met before. The other moment of observation is a more negative slant on the pub fan mentality. And then you were there. It was myself and Rob went for pints one night. And I think it was during the David Moyes season or just after the David Moyes season.
Oh, I remember you didn't invite me out.
Yeah. Oh, you're probably sick, man.
I think he was
Probably
sick.
was.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I remember you went to Gibby's, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he was sick,
It's a fair shout that you were sick. But yeah, we
I
were
was in
watching.
hospital again, actually. It's not even a joke.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
There was the bell thing, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not discuss that on camera.
I'm not sure what game it was we were watching, but so one of the lads behind the bar brought up Marouane Fellaini and basically said to the fella beside him, "Yeah, he should be turned into glue. He's absolutely useless." So in the next like 6-7 games, I think Fellaini went on a run where he was like United's pivotal player. And it's just the ultimate fan moment where somebody just makes a ridiculous statement that they've no way of backing up.
Peak.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
pub
peak.
fan. That is. It doesn't get better than that for me. I myself. I constantly reference that one.
It's absolutely hilarious.
It just had such an impact on me.
Yeah, I've also overheard a Liverpool fan talking about how, I think it was around the Champions League semi-final last year, talking about how one of his mates was saying that, oh, United are in for Pogba, and he goes, yeah, but he's never done it in the Premier League, has he? I was like, well, what he's doing it in a semi-final of the Champions League against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, so
Back when they were a good team.
yeah, before Carlo ruined them, or before Rafa ruined them. Yeah.
Carlo didn't ruin anything.
I don't even understand that opinion. I don't
Oh.
understand what you're trying to say there, because it's just like,
But he was
No,
basically
he
trying to say that
hasn't.
Italian football is different.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
He's
not
never
like-
done the
he's
Premier
not
League
playing
because
it.
he was never given the opportunity to do the Premier League.
Well, my own personal pub fan thing that I did, and I still I
I
try to
won't
quit
tell
it.
about myself afterwards.
Oh no, I'm not. I was going to keep going this way.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Is when corner hits the first man.
Yeah.
I go ape shit. I hate it. Now I understand that they're trying to do something specific, but it drives me. Now, in fairness, Fulham did this for about 2 seasons, and there was no plan, and it was definitely not to drop it into a certain zone in the front post. It
I
was
believe
just hitting the front
the Fulham set piece tactics at the point was just knock it into the mix or something
Yeah.
happened.
Well, they certainly weren't working on it at the training ground, and it showed. But it drives me mad, and I always kind of catch myself afterwards and kind of go, no, you have to, 'cause set pieces aren't, you'd say things like, oh, they've been playing football for so long, they should be able to just, it's like, no, it's not like knocking together like a picnic bench or something, like, it's not by the numbers. They're always different. The ball's always in a different position, or whatever. But it always brings the worst out of me when a free kick hits the wall or a corner hits the first man. You're like, your whole job is to get it over, and then you realise, yeah, that's why they put a wall there. It's because it would block the ball. But those types of things always drive me absolutely crazy.
Similarly to that, when players, right, particularly when a team is dominating possession and dominating territory, like they're in the other half of the pitch, and the ball gets cleared, let's say, and it goes towards like the right back or the left back, and the ball's coming straight for their foot, and they can keep the attack going, and they let it roll out for a throw in.
Oh yeah,
That does my head in.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
why
right.
would you stop the you're dominating the ball, all the flow of play is going that way, and you're allowing them to organise themselves.
you can't
Back
play
into-
football.
And then you've got a throw in which, like, more than likely you won't get the ball as far with your hands as you are going to get with your feet. So
My favourite pub moment, like face to face with somebody rather than me going mad at free kicks and corners, was United. We're playing, it's always United. We're playing Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
Ireland's team, of course.
And I can't remember the exact situation on aggregate and stuff, but I was with a guy who, I don't hang around him anymore, but he's a massive pub fan in my opinion. And he turned around and he started saying, "Oh, we're this guy." And Bayern make a sub and they bring on a Vita Olic. And I turn around and go, "Oh, Olic is a super sub. Like anything in and around the box, he will score." And your man could have, "Sure, look at him. It's just that neither Olic scores like 2, and I don't know. Let's just say 10 minutes for the video's sake." And I literally just, that's pretty good. That was pretty good.
And a related note from this season, just from in general actually, Wayne Rooney broke his metatarsal in that game.
Ooh,
Injuries.
That's
Wayne
very-
Rooney.
That's a very woony injury, that is.
Yeah. Rooney.
What was your thing?
Yeah, my thing was I remember back in about 2008 or so. I used to absolutely every opportunity for no reason I used to just abuse Michael Carrick. Yeah, I've no idea why. Like nowadays he's like one of my favourite holding midfielders.
Yeah.
And back then it was just like, to be fair, it's probably because I only started to watch football then, and I was an idiot basically, and I did swallow what Sky told me. And back then the whole narrative around Sky was that Michael Carrick was pretty much useless.
Yeah.
But like
That does sound like Sky.
like he is, but to be fair, like he was a player who is a late bloomer. Like he was pretty ineffectual pretty much everywhere up until he was about 26, 27. And
Do you know who still doesn't
It
rate
was-
Michael Carrick? John Giles.
of course,
Because he doesn't take the ball off the back four and play the ball forward.
that's exactly what Michael Carrick
When
does.
did John Giles retire from football?
70s, yeah, late 70s,
Yeah.
or early 70s, one or the other.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Sorry, Palmer, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, it was just yeah, he used to just abuse him for absolutely no reason. Every time, like if I was watching a United game, because that's all they get shown on TV over here, it was if a United attack broke down, it would be Carrick useless, like giving the ball away, or if like he like if he skied a chance or something like that, Carrick useless player, all this, literally any opportunity, even if it wasn't him, it would be Carrick's fault, and it was just I don't know what I was thinking. And then the other one was actually the other night. I had a very pub fan moment about Everton. Like last night, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
About the defending. I just lost the shit on Twitter because they can't defend, and just absolutely went nuts at them for like basically just calling them out saying like, Martinez can't defend, he doesn't know how to do it, like, which in hindsight was probably bad terminology. What? Bad phrase to use. Saying he just
Phraseology.
can't defend.
Yeah.
Like I mean that's not true.
It's,
Like I'd say he just doesn't give attention to it. But
I think pub fan moments are like rushes of blood to the head.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you just get angry.
Where
about
you
stuff,
say
like-
something, but you realise that if you were to analyse what you said, or think about what you said, or look up what you said, it doesn't matter. But there are people who watch about 3 games of football a year and think that they absolutely know the game inside out. Like, you know, we all know someone like this, you know.
Back when was it the World Cup? I think it was the World Cup. Yeah.
Oh, the
one of
World
our
Cup
mates-
brings them out.
One of our mates, we were basically having a barbecue, and I think it was in the group. It was like Portugal, the US, and 2 other teams I can't remember.
Ghana.
Germany.
There you go. You see,
Good group.
see
Yeah.
that's what they need.
That's...
But that's why you're here. But
Yeah.
it was we were talking about there was like Portugal were playing the US, and I was saying, I think the US will beat Portugal because like I mean they're decent side, and one of our mates just goes, the US don't even play football though, and I was just like, you don't watch football at all,
And it shows.
and like but turned into like a gambler and stuff like that around the football, betting on the World Cup, you know, like the way an occasion comes up and you bet on it, like, and all this, and I was just like
Royal weddings and stuff.
and then he turned around, like I was just basically arguing the point, saying, I think the US will be Portugal when they play them. Turns out they did, and when I was saying, I was just saying here, no, I think you're wrong. I think US will be Portugal. And turned just because you do a podcast and you're right about football doesn't mean you know everything. I was like,
Which is obviously
Yeah.
it's like I didn't actually say that I knew everything. I just sort of
Gave
was
an opinion.
arguing your point. It's like that's how debate works.
I do watch football and
Mad.
you don't. So.
That,
Yeah, yeah.
That actually happened at the 2010 World Cup with me, England, US, and girl that was going out at the time, her dad was like, what a waste of a game to watch. What an absolute stupid thing to watch. United States don't even play football. They'll never be good at it. And I go, well, that's not true. I mean, they were nothing in football, and now they've been, 2010, I think they've been to 3 consecutive World Cups.
Yeah.
4, actually. They were in 1998, weren't they?
They were in 94.
And 94 because they hosted it. But I was like, they're getting out of the groups almost every time now. There's a marked progression. Like, okay, there's a lot of criticism around Klinsmann now, but this was 2010, remember? And obviously the result that happened, okay, fluky goal or whatever. It's like, and you, of course, wouldn't admit that he was wrong or that, you know, perhaps there is some merit to the United States. It does happen, especially World Cups and European Championships, like countries that aren't huge. Pub fans love to run them down, even though they know none of the players.
That happened
Just,
with me
you know.
last year as well. People, I said to a couple of, I said in the WhatsApp group with my mates that I think Juve will go very far.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
when they played Real Madrid, it's like, I think Juve will beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. Like, no, Ronaldo plays for Real Madrid. So,
Case closed.
yeah, but then afterwards they're all
Save
like,
everybody
they're all
90
like,
minutes.
oh, you got a spawn. I was like, yeah, because I studied the game and didn't just look at Ronaldo and think that's why Real Madrid are going to win.
My brother's pub fan moment is my favourite of all, though, is that Ronaldo only started scoring all those goals because he's in a league where they can't defend. I'm like, isn't that funny that the
42.
starting Spanish centre-backs would, you know, fetch way over 100 million between them for any Premier League side? It's
How
kinda
much?
Didn't he
How
score
much were
42?
United going to pay for Ramos?
was it 65? 56?
60, something like that. Something that is more than pretty
Crazy
much
though
any
when you
other.
think
They'll
about
probably claim he's a very British style player though.
Oh, probably
Yeah.
at some point.
But he's been sent off 19 times, so that is pretty British. You know, rash, doesn't think, bit idiotic,
Loses control.
loses control.
And he has like some awful tattoos.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Grey hair though.
Good player.
Great hair, yeah, and a
Yeah.
beard. That's serious beard.
I love the difference in what we went for there.
Yeah. I think he's good at the football. But yeah, so there you go. Is that pub fan moments?
Yeah.
What are your pub fan moments? Because we all have them, so don't pretend that you don't. Leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe to Final Third TV on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at @the final_third. And thanks for watching.